Welcome back to my channel, guys, and for another Wednesday waffle. But also, I'm going to be making you a little project today. That is because I'm off to the Kempton Park Woodturning show. It's not a Woodturning show. It's a tool show, and it's at Kempton Park near Surrey Way, kind of London-y way. I'll leave the details below. Basically, I'm going up there with record power, and I thought I would make a hybrid blank for you, a Heath Knuckles style hybrid blank. I've been chatting to my mate Heath, and he's been giving me some pointers of actually how to make the mould and the actual blank itself, because this guy is the king of hybrid blanks. So what we're going to be using today is some cheap chopping board, plastic chopping board stuff, and this corrugated plasticky sheet thingamy bob. Both picked up from eBay, nice and cheap, and that's going to be making our mould today. Hopefully we'll have a hybrid blank almost as good as Heath's. Almost. Okay, so there it is. So what I've done is I've got a bit of the chopping board in each end, and I've sealed that up with quite a lot of super glue. Not super glue, what am I on about? Hot glue. So quite a lot of hot glue, and pack that in there so that that really seals it up, because this resin does have a tendency to escape. Folded up the corrugated plastic sheet, and I've got a couple of elastic bands, one on each end and one in the middle, just to kind of, you know, give it just a bit more security. And as you can see, that is now ready as a mould to pour some resin. The hot glue, I use this little Dremel hot glue gun. It's pretty neat. It's got a little stand on it, so you can stand it up like that. A little on and off switch. I find this one quite good. There's a lot of cheap, really cheap, nasty ones out there on the market, and they last 5 minutes. When you squeeze it, all this kind of blows out and just breaks. So this is actually quite a good one. It's not that expensive. So Dremel 940. that's it. Finished. Not a bad looking blank, if I might say so myself. Thanks to Heath Knuckles. Heath, good friend of mine from across the water pond. Heath give me some really good tips of how to make this and how to make the mould. So thanks very much to Heath. If you haven't checked out Heath Knuckles' channel yet, check him out. He's brilliant. He's making some really cool hybrid blanks, some really cool projects he's making. So I'll leave a link below for Heath's channel. Please check him out. He's a good bloke. And he also catches a few waves now and again. Cheers, Heath. So there it is, guys. I'm going to be bringing this with me to the tool show. That's Kempton Park. And I'm going to be there with Jim Overton. We're going to be there all day Saturday. And I think part way Sunday, I think, as well. If you're around, you want to pop into the show, I'll leave all the details below for that show that we're going to be attending with Record Power. It's going to be a really cool show, so I'm going to have a few of these things on display. I'll have a few of my pencil projects. Made this the other day, which I did on Instagram. I don't know if you might have saw that or not. A little castle. Only because I'm addicted to Game of Thrones at the moment. So I'll be bringing this with me. That'll be up there on display with a few other pencil projects that I've been making throughout the year, just for you guys to see. And I can always talk to you about the pencil stuff if you're interested. If you're not, I'll just say hello. This came in the post the other day, and I thought this was really, really cool. So this has come all the way from Houston. Is that kind of near Texas? This lovely lady posted this to me saying, "Dear Zemeri, enclosed, please find a little circular lid." That looks really kind of old, antique, and kind of nice. She came across this in a small charity shop in the USA. She paid 25 cents for it. And at the time, she had no idea really what to do with it. Then after finding my YouTube channel, she thought she'd send it to me to try and stick in a project. She says, do what you will with it, but if it's possible, it could be used in some charitable way. Definitely. I'll tell you what we'll do with that. Beth McKinley, I think it says, or McKinley. I think it's McKinley. Beth, thanks very much for that. That is awesome. And yes, I will definitely do something with this. So what we would do is we can incorporate this into some kind of piece, maybe a lidded box of some kind. And what I'll do is I'll put it up for a giveaway. How's that? Thanks very much for sending it to me. If you haven't heard, Maker Central is up and running, and we are making some really great progress with that. If you haven't grabbed a ticket yet, please grab yourself an early bird ticket. Early bird tickets are still up because we're still 7 months away, so we're going to keep them up there until such time as it gets closer to the show. We love anyone to attend, so it's getting bigger and bigger as we go along. More makers are coming and more attractions and more things to do being added to the website every day or every week or so, just as and when we kind of get hold of people and try and get people to do things and find things that would be interesting for you guys to see. Check out the website. It is www.makerscentral.co.uk. Love to see you there. One last thing, I bought this. I'm not too sure what to do with it yet. It's a kind of a piece of a wood. It looks like some kind of funky burr that's kind of grown out of it, and it's a little bit abnormal or a bit strange. I saw it on eBay and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get that because I just don't know whether we can make something from it. It kind of looks like sort of someone's sort of face, doesn't it, this side, with their hair that goes back like in the old days. Maybe someone from Game of Thrones. Well, we could incorporate this into something to do with Game of Thrones. I thought it looked kind of cool. So it does look, the side profile, doesn't it? It looks like somebody's head chopped off and stuck in a tree, but I kind of like that. I'm in the process of making this. This is going to be some sort of lidded box. I've just glued this in here, and I've put some epoxy resin around the edge to seal that top in there. So there's lots of different bits of pencils in there, as you can see, and this is one of the old sort of like pencil pots that I've done before. But wait for it. Ready? Check that out. Thanks to Martin from Von Hank on Etsy, sent me down these branding irons. If you didn't see, I'll stick it up here somewhere, but he sent me these down. These are so cool. Look at that. That just looks brilliant. I love it. I really love it. I might start using these a little bit more than the brass emblems. So I'm making this. This will be coming with me to the show as well. It's not finished yet, as you can see, but it will be when I get there. So if you're coming, that's what it looks like now, and you'll see what it looks like when I get to the show. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks very much for joining me on this kind of Wednesday waffle stroke project video. I thought I would again mix things up, change it up a little bit for you, add in a little bit of a project because I'm going to the tool show, so I thought it might be quite cool to make something that you've seen. If some of you are coming, then obviously you can see it whilst I'm there, whether that makes any sense. Now I've got resin on my hands, which is not good. When working with resin, wear gloves. Keep your messages coming, guys. I love all the messages, reading them. Any project ideas I would love to know as well. I've made a lot of notes of projects to do. You guys giving me some ideas, which is great. I'm relying on you guys to help me. If you can, that'd be brilliant. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. I would love for you guys to stick around and watch some of my other projects as time goes on. It was growing again, and I just want to say thanks so much for everyone's support. It really means a huge amount to me. I want to say thanks so much to all my new subscribers that have come over and found the channel. And also, thanks to all my old ones, as always, for sticking with me. I shall see you again soon. If you're at the show, I'll also see you there. Take care.